Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we're going to be kind of chilling this episode to some degree, because we need to save up some sweet cash in order to form the Kingdom of Lithuania, which is actually the Kingdom of Prussia. But, oh, hey, a palisade finished up. Now, we can't really get away with upgrading this because of that 110 cost. Glennis came of age, okay. Does she have a spouse? She does not. We should probably consider doing something about that. Let's see here. Who is this gentleman? His spouse is currently dead, and yeah, they grow up so fast. So who are you? I see. You are part of Khazaria. I don't know about that. Maybe we should go for alliance power? Oh, hey, the game is ticking. I didn't actually want that right now. You can stop. All of these people with good alliance power are very young. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just do that. Both of them gain 400 prestige. Okay. Well, we'll call that good for now, I guess. That'll have to do. And of course, the idea for our son Bajoris here is that hopefully... Who's he being tutored by? Let's see, where does that say? I know it says here somewhere. Yeah, he is being tutored. The point behind this is so that he can get a good learning education, so that we can really crank up the piety, so that next life we can hopefully reform our faith. That's the idea there. Excellent. An alliance has indeed been formed. And we are just trying to get up to 250 gold, so we only need 100 more, and making 6 per month, that won't take too long. Now, we are currently collecting taxes, so that's good. Our nephew was slain in battle, so that's good too. Fewer claimants to our throne. Okay, how many more of these innovations can we get here? There's 1, 2, 3, 4 in military. There's 4 also in civic, and we almost have Gavelkind. And there's actually none in cultural and regional. Okay. That sounds good. So we're working on barracks right now. That's currently about 28 years away. That's fine. After that, we should probably focus on city planning. Realistically. We're going to have Gavelkind by default. That's fine. That ledger domain limit would be nice, but we're going to hold off on that for now. I'm not too concerned about the domain limit. I mean, having it come up would be great, don't get me wrong, but for the present moment, not too concerned. What I'm more interested in right now is creating this kingdom title. We have enough of everything. It does give us 400 prestige as well. We just need that cash. And because we're tribal, it's cut in half, which is nice. Our sway scheme here is proceeding, according to plan. And we're almost there in terms of our income. We're doing quite well. We're up to 190. And the reason I'm not declaring wars right now is because having our levies raised would cut into our monthly income dramatically. And we need to get our kingdom made because we have too many counties. Our realm size is too big for a duke, making us suffer overextension. Yes, we know that we need to do this. That is fine. I don't know where we see this overextension at, though, realistically. We're at 203 gold right now. Well, ish. 202, 203. There's a rounding error there. It's somewhere in that vicinity. I wouldn't mind fighting this guy. Who are we truced to? Actually, we could fight these guys as soon as we get our kingdom title, maybe. We don't want to do it right now. We don't want to delay getting our kingdom title. That is allowing us to build up our prestige to potentially go after their full duchy here. That would be 375 prestige, and I think that might be acceptable, rather than going after the county level. Our spouse has made investments in Sambia. Or is telling us that we can, rather. My lord, it has come to my attention that there is a rare opportunity to invest in the chiefdom of Sambia. Our wife draws up the details for the business investment, and it does indeed look as if the deal could benefit Sambia greatly if successful. 75% chance that it gains increased taxes and development growth. Otherwise, the other thing. Lose 20 gold, that's not an option right now. Gain 150 prestige. We're not actually that interested in gaining prestige right now. That said, that would get us enough to get the claim on that duchy. We don't want to expand and get more overextension until we get our kingdom, but that's okay. That means that we will definitely have enough prestige when we declare this war. Or rather, when we get our kingdom set up. We're going to have to do some setup there, and we're going to have to hand out some high chiefdoms, but that's okay. We were already expecting that. We're at 227 gold right now, and it will go up relatively quickly. In theory. Just a couple more month ticks, really. We're at 233 now. Yeah, that's not too bad. It actually doesn't go up on the month tick. It goes up, like, on the half-month tick, which is a little weird. It doesn't come in spread out over the month like it does in CK2, but it comes in on, like, the 10th of the month. I don't know, maybe that's an optimization thing to make the month ticks a little bit less intensive. Who knows? At any rate, we only need one more round of income, so under a month until we can form our kingdom title. Our wife is pregnant. That is a potential problem. We already have 2 sons. I hope we don't have a third. Or would that actually be better for us? For reconquering. That might actually be better for us. That said, we can make the kingdom title, and the kingdom title only goes to one person. I mean, we're going to make the kingdom title. So we're going to form the Kingdom of Lithuania here. Inside our realm, High Chiefdom of Masuria, High Chiefdom of Prussia. Inside Estonia's realm, the High Chiefdom of Latigalians, and 3 duchies that are not yet created. This will give us 400 prestige, so we're going to have a lot of prestige to work with here. Bam. We are now a mighty king. We're now Lithuania. I don't like that. This is called Prussia Ascendant, not Lithuania Ascendant. So we're going to rename this from Lithuania to Prussia, and the adjective is Prussian. Sadly, there's nothing we can really do about the color change, but I guess this color isn't terrible. It's kind of unique. There's no one else of this color around us, and our previous color was kind of similar to some of these others, so that's not the worst thing. Okay, so we have a ton of prestige. We may be able to offer you vassalage. She would not accept. That's fine. We're going to declare on her, and we're just going to conquer her duchy. Wonderful. And we are at 4 out of 5 holdings now because we're a king, so that's nice. We're going to raise our armies. And there we go. We're at 5425. And we're probably just going to dual siege this, realistically. They don't have the troops to do anything about this. We're currently losing a little money per month. That's potentially problematic since we're at 1 gold. And we're losing half a gold per month. 0.6 gold per month. This is going to be interesting to see what happens next month tick. I don't know. Haven't had this happen in CK3 yet. That cost is going up, which I'm not really liking. Interesting. Well, as we lose troops, that may not be a thing anymore. Okay, it looks like we are going slightly negative here. That's fine. We're going to split our army in half, and we're going to dual siege here. Okay, advice. Debt. Yes, how does this work in CK3? This is what I'm interested in. We're out of gold. This is very bad, and we must cut our expenses and try to fill up our treasury as soon as possible. Being in debt prevents you from doing many things, such as declaring wars or reinforcing men-at-arms, and will give you county corruption. Don't let your debt spiral out of control. End any wars. Yep, don't pay upkeep for your armies. Ask for gold interaction on your head of faith, or borrow gold from Holy Order decision. I don't think our religion allows that. Okay. It also might be a good idea to switch to the wealth focus, if you don't have it already. Good to know. That's okay. We're just going to go a little into debt here. Not very much. Okay, so Golenis is doing something. Your heavenly laugh is a balm for my weary soul. I would be blessed if I could feel the embrace of your love, that I may know true joy, my darling Bajoris. Okay. She'll do anything to prove her royal affectations. No, I'll pass on that. We do not need additional heirs. That is not something that must happen. So this is only 150 to siege this one. This one's 200. That's fine. I mean, we can't reinforce. That's kind of irrelevant, though. Our debt is not going to go too out of control here. Our culture has discovered Gavelkind. Fantastic. That's a very good thing for us. That's, of course, in here. And barracks will be discovered in 26 years. Fine. Not concerned. I'm slightly concerned about our wealth, but going into debt for grabbing an additional duchy isn't the worst thing. Dagus is not swayed. That's fine. It's a son. Okay. So we will lose the High Chiefdom of Masuria, the High Chiefdom of Mazovia, and the Chiefdom of Lomza. That's actually fine, but I believe they will remain in our realm. Maybe. I'm not 100% on that, but I believe they'll remain within our realm. And I mean, we could hand out those titles, but that might be a bad idea, realistically. Okay, so we won this war, and we're going to enforce demands here. Wonderful. Fantastic. Prussian conquest succeeded. We'll disband our armies. And we have grown. So we're at 6 out of 5. Let's take a look at our de jure duchies here. Grodno should definitely be belonging to someone who isn't us. And someone who doesn't already have anything. Let's check on the council. See if there's anyone here who's not a vassal. There's not. So we'll go to our champions. Actually, we could recruit this guy. And that's something we might want to think about doing. But this guy here, he seems like an interesting option. We will grant him these titles. Wonderful. Now we're at 4 out of 5 domain here. That's okay. Not too concerned about that. We'll go back to realm view. And let's get out of debt. Should happen soon enough anyway. With actually this next tick here. Yeah, we're out of debt now. Wonderful. So we have too many held duchies. We can only hold 2 duchies ourselves. We have Mazovia and Prussia currently. And of course, if we go into the duchy view here, that's these 2. And those are the 2... We want Prussia and Masuria. So we probably want to give Mazovia away, and we'll give it to the guy who holds most of Mazovia, although he does hold this section over here. I would like to revoke those from him. Like, revoke this from him. He would not accept it, of course. I wish we could tell him, you can be the High Chief of Mazovia, and you would also get... Actually... This county should be held by him. We can give that away. Yeah, I know that I'm the current holder of this duchy. I want to look at this guy, though. So this guy should hold Plock. So we'll grant him that. Or not Plock, rather. This location here. And actually the High Chiefdom. There you go, buddy. Now, you really like us. Would you allow us to take this away? He actually has a 94% chance of accepting right now. This is an act of tyranny. So I don't think it's actually a great idea. To do right now, anyway. Okay, so we no longer hold too many duchies. We can create the Duchy of Grodno. That'll cost us 125. So that'll take some cash to do. We also want to think about maybe taking this location away. Now, Chieftess Dagas here. We can use the hook on her to revoke this title. That's a 15% chance. Alternately, we could imprison her and use a hook. She's a known criminal, so we won't be viewed as a tyrant. 82% chance. Let's see if it happens. Justice. Fantastic. Okay, so now we want to go ahead and revoke the title from her. And this is a 100% chance because she's imprisoned. There we go. Okay, and then let's take a look at the duchy title here. Okay, who holds Masuria? I mean, we hold the High Chiefdom, but let's see, Gurkhas holds these over here. Which is slightly awkward, to be sure. We want to grab this away from her. Could we imprison her? No, we can't. Well, we could, but it would be tyranny. And we would succeed. We do have a hook on her. This would also be an act of tyranny. So I think we'll hold off on that for right now, and we'll work on putting the we'll work on putting Prussia together in terms of the duchy in a little bit. Okay, so Masuria should probably go to someone else entirely. Well, I mean, we would hold it, but we would want to have independent counts in each of these locations, most likely. Is the way we'd want to do that. But we'd want to personally hold Barcia, for sure. So what does it cost to construct a new holding? Well, we can't do it, because we don't have the tech, presumably. Yeah, I think that's the case. I think we might need to be an early medieval tech. We'll see. We'll figure that out a little bit later on. So these are all relatively expensive in terms of cash, but we could potentially offer this guy vassalage. He's currently at war, defending against a peasant revolt, and he's losing against said peasant revolt. We do have some de jure claims over here, so that's good. Yeah, these high chiefdoms will become part of our kingdom soon enough. He is continuing to lose his peasant revolt. Okay. Not too concerned about that. Let's take a look at our de jure borders here. Okay. So it's mostly just up here that we would need to expand de jure into Estonia and these guys. Fine. They're allied with Finland, which is a little bit spooky. There's no doubt about that. And this is all part of the Wendish Empire. So that would be what we would look to create. Now, we would need 88 de jure counties, and we own 28. So we need 60 more counties in this region to make the empire. That's fine. Not too concerned about that. I'm a little bit concerned about restructuring the realm. Oh, we lost a counselor, our spy master to be precise. You're a powerful vassal. Okay, fine. We'll give it to Bajoris. I guess that'll be fine. Now, are we currently truced to these guys? We are not. Would you accept vassalage? He actually would. Fantastic. So we're going to diplo-vassalize him. We'll do writing history here, and we can take the commission epic decision. Okay, what does that actually do? Pay gold for prestige, and possibly renown. We kind of need the opposite right now. We need gold a little bit more than prestige. He accepts vassalization. Fantastic. Hello, friend. You are not much of a friend. Exciting. Okay, so we are going to start working on... We're not working on integrating a title, but rather promoting culture. And let's see here. This is all Prussian over here. This is Pomeranian, which is, I believe, of our culture group. This over here is Russian, though, and that definitely needs to change. Lithuanian is a little bit spooky as well. I think we're just going to work over here for now, and we're also going to work on some conversions. Okay. Great. So we're going to lose some of our monthly income, but not a ton, really. We can ransom Chiefess Dagus, and actually this is a fine idea. I'm not concerned about this. We'll ransom her. And the reason why that's fine is because we just wanted to imprison her to grab this county away from her. Wonderful. So we do have a powerful vassal demanding a council position. That's fine. And she just gave us 50 gold to ransom herself. We will happily take that. Okay, we could upgrade this palisade. And that might not be the worst idea. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. These guys over here... They're Norse. Yeah, they're still part of this. I'm just looking for some potential expansion options. Vastly inferior. They wouldn't accept vassalage here. Actually, our vassal has already come to this conclusion. Our vassal is currently fighting them. This is what, a conquest? Yes. Yes, it is. Our vassal is already pushing our borders over here. So that is fine. We don't need to worry about that. What about this? They're not willing. We're pregnant again. That's, spooky. That said, the kingdom title can only go to the primary heir, so that's the important thing. Encouraged improvements. Development growth? I mean, 75 prestige spend. That is a little painful. We'll make him slightly upset. He'll be fine. I'm sure of it. So these guys were allied to, right? Or we were allied to them? Looks like we were allied to them. We no longer are. Their military strength is considered inferior to ours. And I would be interested in potentially grabbing the chiefdom of Grodno away from them, but that is something that we would almost certainly have to wait to do. We could decline the invitation and lose 12 stress. I don't think we really need opinion with Bajoris, so that's what we'll do. Any opportunity to lose stress, I'm okay with. There's a faction created against us, and let's take a look at these. Populists, huh? Okay. Interesting. Let's work on swaying this guy. We'll see about dealing with that slight faction problem. I'm also interested in potentially spending some of this prestige on increasing a men-at-arms regiment, like perhaps our light horseman regiment. Now that would cost 230, but that's okay, I think. We're pretty close to that, realistically. That said, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we are going to continue solidifying our position. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.